Men, this advice is very, very important, especially if you're a man that want to go far. You want to go very, very far. You don't marry a woman who will be a financial liability. A woman that does not have any economic value.
Wow.
You have to be calculative. This is a place for wisdom. I think gone are the times that people marry for figure eight. Because at the end of the day, that's our shape. Is it hourglass shape they call?
Coke shape, bottle
that shape now. At the end of the day, what does it produce? Nothing. There's something pastor used to say that all is the same common. All is still the same. Is the same goal. Yes, that's just the truth. We just have to be frank. So if you go for maybe the shape and there's nothing upstairs, it's going to be a big problem, because you know there are a lot of women that are the ones even helping the men. They are the ones even advising the men, showing them the way. Yes, helping them to gather. I've seen so many of those kind of women that help the men to gather, like gather their wealth. You know, there's something about men. Sometimes men have these things that when they have, they could just be so flamboyant. But if such a man have a woman that is put together, a valuable woman, a woman that really understands business, a woman that has,
that can contribute to the family.
You see that kind of a woman will help the man to gather. I know a woman like that was able to build a house. Just imagine, from her husband's excesses.
Yes.
He had this money and he was so wasteful. And the woman was helping to gather all this waste. If you see the house she ended up building,
a duplex.
The day she took the man there, the man was surprised. The man loves her like anything. Like, in fact, every time you say, "Ha, my wife, my pillar," before you hear a man, for the women, before you hear a man say "my pillar," just know that woman is something.
She makes sense.
Yes.
Not just beautiful, but has economic value.
Yes, economic value.
You know, when we talk about economic values, take it. Look at trees. There are trees that have economic value. There are trees that are just occupying space. You get what we are saying? So just imagine a cocoa tree, and imagine just a tree you put in your compound for shade. Some women are like that.
Yes.
They can produce money. Malina, you know. So there are trees that have economic value.
So be that kind of a woman, because some women, their value is just only children. That's what they see. If they get married and they discover that they are pregnant, they'll say, number one, God have saved me. I'm not going to be a barren woman. And after producing one, they give birth to another, and they give birth maybe 5. They will just sit down and start eating and start becoming fat. That's just all they know.
I've seen them full everywhere like this.
I've already given my husband's name continuity. Look at, just see them everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Children is not going to take that man anywhere. That's just the truth. It will not take him anywhere. These are not even the days anymore that you need people to farm, because then our fathers, they believe that when you have so many children, they will help you in your farmland. Now you don't even need people. When there are machines that are doing the work, so you don't even need, the world is changing. So a woman should be valuable financially to the man. What I'm trying to say is that she's not only thinking of herself or just her business. Some women are very selfish. They're thinking of themselves, their business, how their business will grow, how they will build one hidden upstairs somewhere that their husband will not know about. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about being of financial value to the man. To the man. So whatsoever you are having, you just know that, okay, it's not just only for yourself. You are looking at the family and how the family can move forward and how this man can move forward. Because if you remember what the Bible says about the Proverbs 31 woman, it talks about how that, in fact, she became a glory to her husband. A glory. And everyone admired him. Everyone admired him, not really because he was doing anything. If you read that particular portion of the scripture, you see that we didn't see anything. No. All we saw is that he sat down, was sitting at the gates. But the woman was the one. But the woman had economic value, made get sense. So by so doing, she was able to help the man to go far. We've seen people, we've seen presidents, past and even present. The present Prime Minister of UK. Yes. The present, you don't even need to. The present Prime Minister of UK became who he is today solely because of his wife. Look at the President of France. Thank you. The wife of Obama. Are you getting me? The Prime Minister of UK actually became financially, to that level financially. He became, in fact, he's one of the richest prime ministers that have ruled UK. Not because of government, but because of the woman he married. Because when he married her, of course, she was financially better and stronger. Okay? Of course, because of her background. And by coming to her, she ensured, made ways
gave him better connection, gave him better stance, and then he had a lift. So in other ways, I think if we say it exactly as it is, okay, nobody say you must marry poor woman.
I don't have to be afraid.
Sorry, don't be angry.
You see, there was this brother that was getting married, and the lady there was opportunity for him to marry some other lady soon. But the lady was interested in, she was not educated. She wasn't educated, like she had not furthered her education at all. And it was even still showing, even in her, there are some people that are not educated, but they're intelligent.
Yeah.
But this one, if you see this person, you just know that, this one, as in, so local. And this is somebody that have an international mandate. Like he knows he's going far. He has been confessing it for long.
Yeah.
And when I looked at everything, we advised him that, why this lady? Why not go for? He was like, will they accept me? I don't have anything.
He was afraid.
He was afraid because he was just managing. He was just doing a teaching job, and he was afraid. And that fear ended up making him to go for problem. Yeah, the smaller one. So you don't have to be afraid. A lot of people, I noticed that a lot of guys, they used to be afraid when they see a lady that
is established
or connected. In fact, some people want to advise you. They tell you that, are you sure this marriage will work? Say, this lady open eye. I think there's somebody that said that thing. But the person didn't say it directly to my husband, but he told the family. She said, so you people are allowing this your son to marry this girl. You know me, I'm seeing this girl. She tear eye. And I say,
and that's just because of the way she.
Yes, that's just it.
So they just assume this kind of.
Because she has not spent time with me, so she just.
Now go and carry this kind of woman. But you see, let me tell you people. Let me advise you people, men. Sorry for coming in. You people, let me tell you. When you want to marry, use common sense too. Calculate well. I know you have many options. Ask yourself, if I marry this one, I go dey spend. My finances will increase. I'm going Canada now, abi? Sense. I know I'm going Canada, but you see, the idea is this: there are some people that when you marry, they come. The moment they are coming, they are thinking of the business they can start to help the family. There are some others that when they come, as they are coming, they say, our food na 300,000. Oh, you need to work harder. Oh, double your hustle. Oh, you are not a married man. Oh, you see. So you say be calculating. This is the economy is hard. Oh, marry with economic sense. Marry with economic sense. Okay, are you done? Yes. You can round up if you.
So that's just wisdom. I think that one is from the point of wisdom, that you marry someone. And one advice I have for the ladies too is you try to upgrade yourself. Because the reason why there are some ladies that are very good, they are good. But that brother that maybe just picked interest in them, will now decide not to marry them again without their knowledge. Maybe they have been praying for husband. And now this person have come in, this particular person is interested in them, but somehow changes his mind. Why? Maybe because she doesn't have upgrade, or maybe she's not educated. That's why you have to try as much as you can to increase your value too, as a lady, because the world is changing. That's just the truth. So now we have so many small girls out there that are, in fact, they are well educated. Some of them are even, they have PhDs, they have degrees, they have all manner. They are doing stuffs. Even if it's not education, like they are doing stuffs. You see them.
Businesses.
On TikTok, you see them. They are creating content. They are doing stuff, not just more stuffs. So the competition is high, and that's the reason why you have to increase your value. Okay, with that, I'll go into number 2 for the men, financial advice. As much as you can, try not to allow a woman to feed you as a man. Whoosh! Handle your responsibilities, your family responsibilities. Don't let a woman feed you as much as you can. Yes. Even if the woman have more money than you. It doesn't matter how little, but let's say she have more money. Maybe in the family, you need like 300,000 or 200,000 for feeding in a month. If all you have is 40,000, if all you have is 30,000, if all you have is 50, whatsoever it is, carry that money and say, honey, this is what I have for the feeding of the family. I just hope you can just look for what to manage it. You know, you just talk to her like that. Just manage it and try to do something. It is better than not doing anything, because you just know she has and you are just there.
She should just continue.
She should just continue.
No.
It doesn't give a sense of responsibility. At some point, the woman will begin to say, this is my husband, he's irresponsible. That's just the truth. It's not that you are irresponsible. You just feel that she can handle it. Maybe because in a month, her business gives her up to like 500,000. And you just say, that one is not a problem now. And some men just sit down like that. They allow her to handle everything, buy clothes for the children, buy shoes for the children, cook for the children. He himself will come and eat that food. They will do everything in the family, and at night the man comes again to come and knock at her. Yes, come and knock.
Okay.
Most of the time women they hate it. It gives them poor libido. Yes, I've experienced it. I've talked with some women that I know that when a woman is overburdened with financial responsibility, it also affects her sexual life. Even if the money is there and she's handling it, it's not like she still needs that your contribution. At least that's the fact.
No matter how small.
Yes, for us to just know that this my husband is caring. It's just because he doesn't have. He knows what he's supposed to do. Because when you do that, she just knows that yes, he knows his responsibility. It's just that right now he's not well off, but he knows his responsibility, and she'll definitely appreciate it. So if you just sit down like that and you're just eating, after some time you lose your respect in that home. And don't forget that the children are also watching.
Yeah.
The children are watching. A lot of couples lose sight of this. The children are watching, so they are seeing it. So everybody sees that. Okay, so this is the system. The mother is the one doing everything. Okay,
mommy is in charge. Yes. Mommy is the man.
Yes, as a man, you begin to lose your respect. Yes, the children will begin to.
The children will disrespect.
Yes, they'll feel what is even his use self in this family. Even if the woman is not insulting, because there are some women that will insult, some will insult, but that's not the right thing to do anyway. So even if she doesn't insult, she's not the type that will now begin to rant and say all manner of things. Please, as much as you can. It's just something that you need to do to have that respect. The fact that you are the head of that home, ensure you provide for your family. Even if you're a gate man, I've seen families like that. That what the man is doing is just maybe he's taking care of a particular garden, or he's just a gate man somewhere. But when he gets his money, he also contributes and say, this is what I have.
Yeah. Madam,
please, you have been doing it before. Oh, you will do it again. I know you can do it again. You know, the woman is very happy. She's like, oh, this is my husband. I love my husband. And there are some men that, even if the woman is doing all of this, they do as if they are not even seeing anything. They don't show appreciation.
No appreciation.
Because women, they need that soothing relief. They need that thing to calm them down. Even when they are taking all these responsibilities, they need to know that you appreciate what they are doing. But on the other hand, there are some women also that want to enslave their men because they are the ones handling the bulk of the responsibility. There are some women that, because they are the ones handling most of the things, they want the man to be worshiping them. So I also say, women, that's not good. You want the man to worship you, he doesn't have a say. He cannot even tell you that, woman, you are wrong. This particular thing you did is wrong. You flare up and begin to shout because you are the one handling the whole responsibilities. And you see, that's the reason why, as much as a man can, he should try to ensure that, so that he can be in charge. Ensure that he handles his responsibilities well. Right now, I'll be moving to the number three for the men. Men, an advice for you: don't fake your finances. Just be you. Be real. Because if you are not real to a woman, she will bill you more. It's just like that guy that went to hire a Lamborghini. Was it Lamborghini?
Yes.
To propose to a lady. He went to rent a Lamborghini to propose to a lady. I think he would have kept that money. That money would have fed them on their wedding day. That money would have been enough to feed everybody. But just to propose. So now when you say, and the other example you were giving of an iPhone, somebody collected someone borrowing an iPhone just to propose to a lady.
Just to impress her, see him as a guy that has arrived.
There were some couples that were confessing in our presence, and the lady said, you, ba. That is it not you that time you were just coming with that iPad coming? I haven't thought it was your iPad. Honestly, this is not them. Says what I experienced. They were there before us. So I haven't thought it was your iPad. We were just all over everywhere. And throughout that discussion, throughout the discussion, I noticed all was not well. The lady was, sometimes the guy want to say something, and the lady would just do her face like this, and the guy would keep quiet and say, oh man, this guy they don't enter. So the lady does not even respect him anymore, because when he was coming to her and he has this tease, if you see him, you say, yes, guy have appeared. Name them. So, but he was not real. And the wedding have already been done. In fact, they came with the child, so they were already with the son. So just be yourself. Be real. Just be yourself. You know they. He did. So just be yourself. So that she doesn't begin to bill you. She not begin to bill you like someone using an iPhone. Or someone driving a Lamborghini. And nothing. So just be yourself. Be yourself. Because guys do it a lot too. In fact, they borrow car. I knew somebody, it was a mechanic. He was borrowing different kind of jeeps and was coming to ask my sister out. This one is not them, see. And as a younger girl that time, I was tripped like, wow. So when I come out of the gate, I used to greet him well. I was thinking that I told her how far. I said, the other day he brought this one. He brought this one again, brought this one. She said, she had a better understanding anyway. She said, all those guys bring us. He was borrowing them. guy is a poor guy that is just lucky to be fixing cars for wealthy people. Child. So he will just, when he finish repairing their car, he will just drive it down, use it to visit, his
before they come and carry.
Yes. But I was glad that she understood. She understood that it was just, so what is, I don't understand, somebody's car to do all of that. I remember doing a marketing business, and I like, then doing that marketing, I go to some kind of places, and I like that particular building. They call it 10-story. So that building, each time I go there, I find it difficult to assess some kind of people. So, but I was running after the drivers. Then I will go because of the kind of cars. Then I will go and stand by the car. I'll be serious. I'll be explaining, sir. So you see, because I thought the car belonged to them. So I kept on doing it, and nothing come out. I will explain tire. Nothing. So I started becoming disturbed. I think he was the one that told me. He said, I'm just laughing at you. Now, do you think it's their car? Now, what are they doing down there? Why did they climb? It's all those people, those are drivers. And they'll be posing when they now see you like that. Then they will now start forming. So a lot of cliches, a lot of things that are not just real, that are not just true. So let's try to be real. Men, this is also an advice for you.
Number 4.
Try as much as you can to plan your finances with your wife. Yes, plan together. That's what makes you a family. I wonder what family is about for some people. You have to plan together. Because you guys, you actually headed somewhere. So you plan together. How are we going to go about this? How do we go about that? Some women, they request too much. Why? Because they don't even know what you have. They don't know what is available. So they just assume. You hear them say that, my husband have money. He get money, no one bring. He get money, no one bring. Because there is also this kind of men that like to show out there. When they go for occasions, you see them coming out to make donations. When they go for weddings, they ensure that they change and bring out mint to spray. And their wife does not even know what comes in. So when she sees all those things, she sees the way you help people here and there. Some of those men just do it for their ego. They just do all those things, throw money around. But really, inside, they don't have so much. So when she sees all those things, she would just assume you have. And then she begins to always ask. So when you plan finances together, it will help to create, not to create room for doubt. So that when you say you don't have, the woman will actually believe that, yes, you don't have. So you should not allow your woman to take care of herself without you. Ensure you give her, because it is your duty. So for some men, they just allow the woman to just take care of herself. She just handles everything. You don't allow her. Okay, I was talking about planning finances. It's actually difficult for a lot of men to do this. But I think that's the right thing to do. Some men, because see, it's not all men that have women that don't have head. But some men on their own they are treating their women as though these ones are not important. They shouldn't advise me. They don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to give. Madam, your duty is just to take care of the children. Your duty is just to be there for me emotionally and all of that. So involve them in everything that you do in your finances, except if you have a woman that is extravagant. That, like, her own is beyond repair. There are some, maybe you have talked. A woman does not have any financial sense, just like he said earlier. So if you have that kind of a woman, it's a different thing. But if you don't, as much as you can, try to plan together. And I was talking earlier about care. It's important to take care of your woman, take care of your wife.
Nobody is saying anything.
You give her gifts. Don't just assume that she has enough. Like, there's this lady that she's this kind of she's a fashionista. So she loves to dress, all those kind of things. And she was working, of course, a working class. So she wears shoes to match for every attire she puts on and all of that. And the man, he just felt, she's doing well. She's taking care of herself. And he never thinks that he should. At least sometimes, maybe see a jewelry or see a fine shoe or anything. Just something little and bring and say, my love, take as gift. Even maybe during birthdays. And it was something that hurt her so much deeply. And she kept complaining of in that marriage. In fact, they were already married for so many years. And she always said that all these things I have, there is none. There is none. It was a pain. She kept on telling the man that in fact, you don't take care of me as long as I'm concerned. Because for a lot of women, just giving them food is not enough.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm in your house. I provide all the money. And at least I feed my family. You are being fed, so what else do you need? Women don't look at it like that. They don't look at that food they are eating, to them is not care, it's a right. So if you think you are taking care of them because they are eating chicken and they are getting fat, you are just wasting your time. What they understand as love is that physical thing. Yes. Actually, women are physical. Like, yes, we could be very, very spiritual, but when we want to be physical, we'll start drifting towards Lucifer. Honest carnality, like serious. You know. So honestly, so as much as you can, that little one, let it be that when she look at her shoes, all the shoes.
At least you buy one.
Yes, she go to point and say, see the one sit
my husband Isaac bought
see this particular bag. He's the one that bought it for me, and they like to pride those things. They feel loved.
Do you know the one you bought for her is more important to her than the one she bought it?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
So don't just say she has it all. She's okay. She's. In fact, all you do is just be admiring her when she comes and say, "Wow, I'm so proud of you." And in her mind, but she just smile. In fact, women, we need to repent because sometimes we insult these men in our hearts, but we will not say it out.
Chai.
Yes, you will not say it out. But inside your mind, if that man can see what's in your mind, it's so juju. He will run away, masquerade inside the mind. You know, please let's just try as much as we can to have the heart of God. Praise God.